Hi guys, how are you doing? It's your boy Dave Partner. This is one of those videos where I lecture something deep, alright? And then there are some of the videos, I've started putting some of the deep lecture videos into a playlist. So if you want to listen to my past deep lectures that are not just news and gossip and apropos, you can find them in a playlist, alright? Okay, so what I want to teach today is about currencies, or let me just say legal tender, because the definition kind of you have to combine the definition of the two to get exactly what I'm trying to explain. Okay, so don't skip this video. This is going to be a very interesting video, and it's going to change your life and your perspective about so many things. Okay, so this is not the video you want to skip. So there are three different currencies in life. Basically, my own definition of a currency is that a currency is something you can use to exchange for so many other things or different things. Okay, let me show you the official definition of currency. Say a system of money. Notice that it's not money, it's a system. Okay, it's a system of money in general use in a particular country. Okay, another explanation is that is the fact or quality of being generally accepted in use. So one thing with currency is that it's generally accepted in use. In use of what? To exchange for what? Several other things. Not for all things, but so many other things. So one item, let's say if you have lots of oranges in your house, and oranges can be exchanged for so many other things in the country and is generally accepted, then that's a currency. Another thing we have to look at is legal tender. Legal tender is coins or banknotes that must be accepted if offered in payment of a debt. So the difference between legal tender and currency is that currency is bound by law to be accepted. It's a must, you see, must be accepted. So in life, so many people think that the only currency that is available or is money. All right, not knowing that there are two other very important things, currencies you can use to exchange for other things. Number one is health. Let me say a great percentage of people are born with fairly good health or recoverable health. Sometimes you're born ill, but after some treatment you are cool, or some days you are ill. If you're like me, your blood group is AA. Mosquito is always making me fall ill every blessed month. Sometimes twice in a month. Like I treat malaria in the first week, by the third week I'm down with malaria again. But I'm able to recover, you see. So I have health. So if you can recover, you're fairly okay. Let me say your system is your body is functioning at 80-90% efficiency, then you're good. You're healthy. You have this currency. Okay, there are some people that don't have this currency. There are some people that are either terminally ill or so ill that they can barely do anything in a day for years. So that they don't have much of this currency. But the thing with this currency is that it goes down with time. All right, from the time you're a child, you have good health, blah blah. After some time, the system starts falling apart small. Things that used to work will stop working. For instance, if you are approaching 40 from your 30s, your eyes will start misbehaving. Your eye that used to see very clearly will start seeing double. Now you have to start wearing glasses when you want to read. Now you have to start pushing. If you want to look at the phone, you have to tilt your head upwards towards the back. Then you have to start stretching your hand to find the correct focal length for your eyes to even see what's on the phone. Why? Because your body is starting to fall apart. And so many other things, your cholesterol levels, your sugar levels, your blood pressure, different things in your body that used to function perfectly will start falling apart more. Okay, so but while you have this health, it's a currency, which means you can use it to exchange for other things. All right. For instance, if you're young and you have health, you can use it to exchange for fame, which is you can join a dancing group and dance yourself to fame. You can join a sports group and do sports until you become famous. From famous, you get money. You see, you can use it to exchange money for money. All right, you can use it to join the army, go to war, come back, become a general. So many people don't understand that if you are healthy, you have a unique type of currency. Stop calling yourself broke. You understand? You're only broke in one, which is money. You can use your health to start so many things. So especially in your 20s, you are done with school. You're a graduate, you're not married. You can take in fact, you should take all the risks in the world. take all the damn risks in the world, okay? Because what, you have a unique type of currency that not everybody has and that you will not have forever. You can start 50 different companies. Who told you you're tired, you're stressed out? You get what I'm saying? You're not stressed out. You can start so many companies. Unfortunately, that 20s is the time people don't want to start anything. That's the time people who live like the old. You go from one employment to another, hoping that blessing will come, while the whole of that energy is wasting. Youthful energy. Have you ever seen a young pastor preaching compared to an older pastor? You see the energy. You know that, man. You see a young CEO compared to an old CEO. The old CEO is filled with wisdom, but his energy has left him. In Bible terms, his virtue has left him. You know what I'm saying? So he's only allocating resources, signing checks. But that young man can step out into the open and put branches on every part of the world. Go to speeches, go to this, go to that. While you're young, you can do that. If you're tired in a day, you sit, you rest, you go and sleep. Tomorrow you wake up and you still go. What many people do is that when they're tired, they give up. You understand? Not understanding that tiredness is just a temporary loss of energy. It's not permanent. You get what I'm saying? If you're tired, you rest. After resting, you get your energy back, you continue. So many people have this, so many youths have this health still intact, 20s, 30s, 40s. You understand? Till you start clocking 50, you have a strong health, but only few use it. With that health currency, you can use it to exchange for any dream you have in this world. Do you know that people use leg to cross Libya to enter Europe? Leg, cross desert. People do that. Start from Nigeria, waka, cross that. An old person cannot do that. Somebody in his 50s cannot do that. It's only young people that can take that kind of journey. If somebody can walk that distance, why can't you walk the whole street looking for somebody to invest in your company? Why can't you write 500 emails looking for somebody that will give you millions of dollars to invest in your idea? Why are you crying that your idea needs millions and you can't get it? It's because you're not doing anything. You're living like you're old. You're young. Do you know you can literally start walking into every single building in all the streets from your workplace to where you're living, asking them, I need $10 million. I need somebody that can donate $10 million or give me $10 million for my idea. Yes, you'll be rejected 99% of the times, but believe me, there is that one person that will believe in your idea. Even if they don't have $10 million, they're going to refer you to someone that does. So many people, the society has brought up many people to look at money as a means of as currency. So many people spend all their life trying to get money, all right, that they forget that they have other means of getting it, all right. Now, the other one I want to talk about is time, which is very important. Everybody that is alive has time. You get, but not everybody has disposable time. Human beings were not evolved for work. This whole corporate work thing, corporate job just came, let me say, 40, 50 years ago, because that's when industrialization actually picked up. You know what is industrialization? It came with capitalism, mostly. Like people are trying to make, let me give an example with manufacturing of cars. So the first time Henry Ford started manufacturing cars, other people were already manufacturing at that time though, but Henry Ford has a new idea. So the thing is, he was manufacturing cars in his garage. So to manufacture one car, it might take him 3 months, 6 months, sometimes 2 years to get off just one car because he's building it in his garage. But when he builds it, how much do you think he's going to sell it? He's going to estimate his salary for the whole 2 years that he spent on it, then put his profit, put money he can use to buy parts to build the next one, and so on and so forth. By the time he's done calculating how much he's going to sell that car becomes very expensive. So only one rich person can buy it. So what will happen is that he sells one car per 2 years or per year, just one car per year, because that's his production capacity. You see, that's a problem. Even though the car is expensive and he's able to sell it expensive, he's not making so much money from it. He can make more money if he can sell more cars to more people for cheaper the price. Do you get what I'm saying? So you sell more to more people for cheaper the price. That's even the secret of the cost the business course we did. We are selling many things to more people for cheaper price. So we're targeting to sell to millions. So what Henry Ford did was that he built something called a production line. What is a production line? Picture a long warehouse. You understand? And then they put a railway inside that warehouse. So what will happen is that they'll now put a small train. I mean something like a flatbed on it that has rails. It will be moving on the rail. So they will now demarcate that long railway into parts. So one part will be doing, let me say the first part will be fixing wheels for the car. After fixing the wheel, they'll push it to the next team. The next team will paint the wheel. They push it to the next team. Next team will install engine. They push it to the next team. See what it looks like. So these people, you see how it's divided into parts. Okay. Now the way they built this one is that the rail is actually on top, not at the bottom. Some production lines, they have the rail at the bottom. But the thing with all production lines is that they usually have a rail. Not all, almost all. Okay, depending on what is being manufactured. So what happened is that for each section, the people in each section are doing just one thing. Instead of a few people doing everything, they want just one or two persons doing exactly one thing. Like this guy now might just be fixing only the front seat. These ones will fix the back and the front seat. This one will just do, this one will paint it. This one will do, you get what I'm saying? So they are just fixing it. Each person is doing just one thing. So if you're going to work, you are sure that you're doing just one thing. So when Henry Ford came up with this concept, it increased the production of his cars. I think at that point they were releasing a car every 12 seconds or something. It was that fast. Every 20 seconds or so they were releasing a new car. It was that fast. So now he could afford to produce so many cars. He can now afford to sell it at far cheaper the price. Okay, and makes more profits per car because he's now selling to millions of people. So he was the first man that came up with what they call it now, commercial car production, with a model he called the Model T. Go and read about Henry Ford. And this man is not educated. He didn't go to university or anything. So back to timing. So many people in life, they keep chasing money with their time. That is not smart. You get, the reason I gave you the Henry Ford idea was that was when actually going to work every day came up, because the population was now mass employed. Before, people used to farm on the farmlands, you know, or go to fish. You don't have to go to fishing every day. You go to fish like once or twice in a week. You fry the rest of the fish and chill. So that was how people used to live. But because of this kind of industrialization that came with capitalism means that the owner of the company is trying to make as much money as possible, and the employees are trying to earn as much salary as possible while doing the least work possible to avoid being fired. The employers are trying to squeeze the employees to do as much work as possible and pay them the least, just enough for them not to quit the job. That's capitalism. So it was natural for capitalism to figure out industrialization, you know what I'm saying? The production line. They needed to figure out a way to mass produce so that they can make more money, because the ultimate aim of everyone in a capitalist economy is what? To make more money. So that was when going to work 9 to 5 came up. Now that's a problem, because your body is not adjusted for that. You did not evolve for that. You evolved to chill, hunt once or twice, chill, gist, catch fun. That's when you sleep, you feel so natural. Some people, when they sleep, it's like they don't want to wake up again. They just roll from one side to another, remembering that there is work. They feel like, oh God. That's because your body was not evolved for that. You get? So this thing just came newly. So the mistake many people make is that they are trying to make money while using their time as a currency. You don't do that. Because when you finally get the money, your time must have finished. Don't you understand? If you are taking something from here and putting here, by the time this one fills up, this one must have finished. Which means you are now old and rich, but you don't have time to spend it. Even our people have a saying that wealth is best in someone's youth. So you don't use your time to make money. No, you find a way to build a machine like that production line that makes money for you, while you can just travel the world, do the normal things that your body is comfortable with doing. If you want to sleep, You sleep. Like me now, see, if I want to sleep for 10 days non waking, I'll sleep. Nothing will happen to my income or anything. Nothing. If I want to travel to any part of the world, any day I wake up, I'll travel. Nothing will happen. Because what? I've been able to separate my time from my source of income. So let me give you an example. Anything that takes your time to pay you, that thing is not a good job for you. You should only do things you are passionate about, things you enjoy. Catch fun. Put your time in things that makes you catch fun while something else is making money for you. Don't use your time to make money. Okay, so a good example is you're employed 9 to 5. Now, at the end of the month, 25th of every month, if you are in a country like Nigeria, or those of you that are abroad, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, they pay you based on what? The time you have put in. That's wrong. It's not good for your health. It's not good for you. They are paying you based on time you're putting in. That means you're taking time here to earn money. No, it's not good for you. You understand? Another way you know that it's not good for you is that you cannot wake up any day and decide to travel to have fun in one beach or go to Dubai for shopping. You can't do that. If you do that, though, you'll get fired. You can't even come late to work. If you do it 1, 2, 3, they'll fire you. You don't own your time. Somebody has taken your time and is diminishing it to pay you. It's not a good way of making money. I'm not saying you shouldn't do this when you're starting up, but if you're in this system, you should know that you need to move out to a system where you're earning money. You build a machine like Henry Ford did. Henry Ford built a system that generates money for him while he can do anything he wants. Anything at all. So let me tell you some other things you can use time for. So many people are using time to get money. There are some other things you can use time to get. Like I told you, it's a currency. You can use time to get, can you guess what? Time with family. Vacation. Passion. Pursue your passion, even if it doesn't make money. Bill Gates is going around the world now doing what? Working? No. He's going around the world trying to invent very different types of funny things that will help people that are suffering. You understand? That's what he's doing. He's traveling. He said he never traveled all over the world. He was reading about malaria. There was a speech he gave. He said he used to read about malaria and all these things, diseases in books, that he never experienced them because he was born in a wealthy family. Now when he now got richer, very wealthy, and traveled the world, he saw that people were actually suffering these diseases, that malaria was actually killing 2 million people per year in Africa. So how was he able to travel? Because something else is already making money for him. Every day you buy a Windows computer, Bill Gates is making money. It's estimated that it makes around $4 million per second. $4 million. That is if he starts spending all his money at $1 billion per year. He won't finish it in 80 years. You know what I'm saying? If Bill Gates is spending 365 billion naira per year, he will not finish his money until he is 80, until the next 80 years. That's how rich he is. So you understand, he doesn't need to work 9 to 5. He's now pursuing his passion. So everybody has passion. Everybody has dreams. Everybody has things they like to do. Maybe sleep. Sleep is your passion. It's natural. Don't feel awkward. It's natural. If you love sleep, it's cool. If you love watching movies, it's natural. That's what human body is evolved to do. Enjoy movies. You get. But the thing is that if you start enjoying only movies, you might run out, your cash might run out, okay? And when your money runs out, you'll be forced to get back to work. That's what happens. So you need to build a machine that automatically generates money while you can focus on so many other things. You get. So what is it about? When you're looking at a business to start, always ask yourself, can this business run without me? If the answer is no, then the business is going to be taking your time to make you money, which means it's not a good business. If you're getting a job, you ask yourself, will this job be taking my time? If the answer is yes, then that job is taking your time is your life. In case you don't know, you have like 80 years. Life is measured in time. So it's taking your life to give you money, which is not good. So the best kind of jobs in this modern era is not the one you have to go to office every day. It's the one you can stay anywhere and do the work. They call it digital nomad. That kind of work. You're traveling the whole world while you're earning your money. Digital nomad. You know what is a nomad? A nomad is somebody that travels a lot, maybe to feed animals or live from place to place. Like the Fulani herdsmen, they are nomadic by nature. So there are people that live like that. You tell me Dangote cannot work from anywhere. That's lies. He can work from any part of the world he wants. Any day he declares vacation, that's the day he will go to vacation. That's what it means to own your life. Imagine now, some of you that are working 9 to 5. Let me ask you a question. Imagine waking up. Let me say I give you 1 month. That 1 month, and I tell you work any number of hours you want. Okay? You do any number of hours of work you want, any time of the day, and then you have the rest of the day for yourself. No more 9 to 5. If you want to work 1 hour, you work. If you want to work 30 minutes, you work. Okay? If you want to work 6 hours, you work. It's up to you. Alright? Then at the end of the month, you still get paid what you're going to get paid. And you can work from anywhere. That, my friend, is the kind of work anybody should be doing. Now, if you actually love watching movies, you can work 30 minutes per day and we'll use the rest of the day for watching a season film. Now it makes sense. Now let me give you a secret. Things that take your time to give you money are paying you using a system called a clocking system. Alright, so what are they doing? Some people call it employee clocking system, but you must not be an employee to be trapped inside that system. That's why I didn't put employee there. So that's why in many companies, you sign in when you get into work, and when you're going, you sign out. What are they doing? They're tracking, they're making sure that you actually put in time. You see, that's not a good way to earn money. A good way to earn money is things that pay you by results-based system. The result-based system. Okay, so what is result-based system? Imagine your company telling you, we don't care whether you come to work or not. That's your problem. You understand? What we care is, at the end of the month, did you make us 10, 15 million naira? We want you to make us 10, 15 million naira per month. We don't care whether you work or not. That's result-based. That's the kind of opportunities you should be seeking. Can I make money based on results, what I produce? So now if you're working based on result-based system, you notice that initially it might be hard, but once you learn the ropes of that work, you can do it in lesser time. Now you can save extra time for the rest of the day. You get, that's what so many people don't notice. If you're being paid based on results, you can gradually start doing things in lesser time. Then since you can do it in lesser time, you'll find yourself growing in it. All right, the more you do it, the better you get. The better the chances that you can do it in lesser time. So let's say you normally go to work from 9 on a normal day to 5. All right, this is the time you spend in work, but you're being paid based on results. So initially you'll be spending 9 to 5, but as the days go by, you master that work. You start spending 9 to 3. Because they are not tracking whether you came to work or not. Instead, they are tracking whether you produced the result or not. Then you start spending 9 to 12. Then you automate the system such that you can only spend like 10 minutes just monitoring whether what you automated is working. You see, now you've saved the whole day except 10 minutes. Now that's what you're supposed to be doing. You see, that's love for me. That's actual work. That's what work should be. Now you can take out time to do what you really love. If you're the type that likes slaying on Facebook, you understand, on Instagram, you spend your day snapping 300 pictures, putting on Instagram. Towards the ending of the day, you go and monitor what you have to monitor. Did this one work well today? Did this work well? Very good. Let me give you examples of people that are earning this way. Imagine a celebrity that has 1 million followers on Instagram. Just imagine that. Do you think they have to work to earn money? No, people pay them for adverts. You pay her, she posts on Facebook. Imagine she posts your advert on Instagram. Before you know it, you have dropped 100k. In a day like this, 5 to 10 people might drop 100k a day. Oh, that's like 500k per day. And you think that person is not working? No, that's why they keep snapping pictures in Bahama, you know, snap picture in Mauritius on a very nice beach. You understand? Where the sun shines forever. That's what smart work is. That way you live longer. There's nothing like I'm stressed or I'm under stress or this, that. That kind of work, when it's happening, when you have that kind of work, you can buy anything you want. Now the course we made follows that system. So I created 2 courses. The courses teach the same thing but for different levels. So for level 1 is for people that don't have capital. For level 2 is for serious business. You understand? People that want to actually start a serious business that their children can inherit at a very large scale. The links are in the description below. So let me show you what's on course 2. So if you go to brainterm.org, our website, you'll see course 2. So course 2, you're expected to be earning like $1,000 per month to work with course 2. Basically, the course is cost almost $1,000, even though we're giving a discount right now. So what happens is that you buy and sell things online. All right. Now look at some testimonies of some people. This person we decided to add testimonies because some people were doubting. Okay. So this person made $1,000 overnight. Okay. So he said just woke up to 15 sales, $1,000 overnight. All right. Even by the time he's taking the screenshot, it's already like 25 orders. Okay. So this one said, I just implemented this course and I hit my goal of 9k a day, $9,000 per day. There was somebody that was in the comment section, all right, in one of the videos I made 2-3 days ago, and she was saying that a very respectable lady, okay. So we were having a discussion in the comments. She said that she has spent years in the UK. She has done several businesses. That there's no business that can give you $400,000 per year. Because if you look at the title here, we say you can grow from $1,000 to $450,000. You say there's no business that can give you this, okay? All right, now start doing maths. Somebody that is making $9,000 a day, do the math, multiply it by 362, all right? And tell me how much it will be. This one, the month of February. This one said the month of February. See, you notice I have to shade off their names because in the initial issue we had was we didn't want them to expose people's earnings online, right? To keep them from malicious attack. So this one said, notice how sales starts to increase significantly after I took his course. Okay, he's talking about this course. So he was already doing something, but he was not making so much money. But before you know it, sales shot up. So this is just 1 month, February 1st to February 28th. How much is this? $140,000 in sales, you see? This is this one again. She's in the US. Look at how much she made, $37,000 from January 15th to February 18th. So this one, you can just go and read it. I don't want to start taking time to read it. So this one, he launched on the 16th, just a little over a month ago. Only heard about this course in January. Tried 2 different products, but had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and I probably lost about $2,000. So this guy said he lost $2,000 just trying his hands on the thing. Say, but I looked at it as an investment, not a loss. This was my second store, and I can honestly say that the only reason it's doing so good is because of your course. Okay, let's look at how much it's doing. February 1st to March 23rd. You have seen it, $412,000. All right. So this one is $50,000. $50,000. This one is $1,000. This one is, he moved from $1,000 to $10,000 after taking the course. So when we're talking about this thing, when you look at, that's why I said this is not for broke people. If you're broke, take course 1. Course 1 is just like, is it 12,000 naira or so? Take course 1. Start up something. When you now want to, when you've made a lot of money, enough money from course 1, you can come buy course 2. Course 2 is supposed to be $1,000. That's about 360,000 naira, but we're currently giving it out at 266. All right, because it's pre-order, it's coming out soon. So if you order before it comes out, you're getting it for cheap. And these things don't take your time to do. Even though the growth is much like this, it doesn't take your time. You understand? It doesn't take your time. Now the thing is that you decide how much to grow. Imagine that you're committing 30 minutes per day on something and it's giving you $10,000 at the end of the day. You decide whether I want to commit 60 minutes instead. You know that committing 60 minutes is going to take you to $20,000. It's your decision. Or let's say you are putting in like that guy that spent $2,000 without getting any initial returns. You get? So imagine that you spent $2,000, you make $5,000. You are the one to decide whether I want to move from spending $2,000, investing $2,000 to investing $4,000, so that you can start making $10,000. It's up to you. That's why everybody don't end up with the same earnings. There's a level you reach. You'll be the one to choose whether you want to grow or not, or how to the extent to which you want to grow. But if your doubt is whether this thing works, it works 100%. 100%. So you should start looking, not just this course, all right? You should start looking for opportunities that don't take your life to give you money. Because when they have given you that money, you will not have that time again. The life would have been gone. No time to spend with family. You can't travel home and relax your mind. You travel home, before you know it, you're counting the day to leave house again. Or you are spending the better part of your day at work. You're only coming back home at night. Your children can only see you at night. And that night, they're already sleeping. You're not giving your children the correct upbringing a father or a mother should give. Because what? Something is taking your life just to give you money for the month. That's not smart. So if you can afford this course, take it immediately, especially now that we still have it cheap. Now, another thing is that we're not just dumping a course on you. We have a master class. So after you've completed the course curriculum, we take you on we'll stay with you for 1 month. We look at what you have set up. Did you set up the platform? Did you do this? Are you making sales? If you're not making sales, we'll look into it. All right. From experience, what are you doing wrong? Okay, arrange this, put this here, this is where you're making mistake, correct it. You understand? We mentor you like that for 1 month to make sure you start making money before we let you go, so you can grow on your own. That's how it works. Alright guys, you let me know what you think in the comment section below. All other questions you might have about this course is already answered there. As you can see, frequently asked questions. If you scroll down, you'll see all the other questions. Alright, and then at the bottom of the site, there's always a chat. You can always chat up admin and all. Okay, towards the bottom right, you can always see where you can chat up. Okay, you let me know what you think, and ask any questions in the comment section. Make any suggestions. It's cool to disagree. If you disagree with anything, it's cool. Let's debate about it, okay? Thank you very much, guys. See you, and I hope this video made sense. At least, I hope I brought out a perspective that made sense to you and that's changed your perception about money. That money is not everything, and money is your slave. It should serve you, not you serving money, okay? Money should serve you to fuel your passion, okay? Thank you very much, guys. See you.